From the rarest item in the game to the cutest, here's 28 things that finally returned or are going to real soon to Fortnite. You might recognize this, the Axe of Champions. Every season, Fortnite gave it to the winner of FNCS, and they only got to keep it for that season, making it possibly the rarest item in the game. But near the end of Chapter 2, Fortnite made a huge mistake. They accidentally gave it to everyone who had qualified for Grand Royale. Sadly, for the lucky qualifiers who received it, Fortnite quickly realized their mistake and took it back. But believe it or not, it got just released in the item shop for 1,200 V-Bucks. I can't imagine FNCS winners are too happy about this one. Wanting unobtainable cosmetics is nothing new, but it's not a problem for everyone. And in Chapter 2 Season 1, this player couldn't believe what they had found. The item shop had glitched, and they could buy old starter packs. They shared what they had found on Reddit, and it wasn't long before people found out how to do it. All you had to do was change the date on your PC. That's crazy! But that isn't the only time limited time skins have made a comeback. In Season 5, Fortnite teamed up with Samsung to release the Galaxy skin. It was super unique and everyone wanted it.
Dude, that looks so effing cool. Oh my gosh.
But unfortunately, you had to buy an expensive phone or tablet to get it. So while it was out of reach for many, some people splashed the cash for this awesome exclusive skin. But it turned out it wasn't exactly as exclusive as people thought. And when Fortnite released the Galaxy Scout skin, there was an uproar from the community. Some people were hyped to finally be able to own a Galaxy themed skin, but those who had spent hundreds of dollars to get the OG version weren't too happy. But if you like the look of it, you're in luck, because Starborn Sorina has been leaked to be coming into the item shop any day now. Speaking of OG, some of you guys might remember Midas, and if you do, you'll probably remember Midas's drum gun. It was one of the most OP mythics in Fortnite history, and in the right hands, it was downright busted. Sadly, at the end of the season, it went away to much disappointment of the community. That was until Chapter 5, when Midas's chair could be found in Cloistered Castle. People started getting excited, and sure enough, 2 weeks later, he came back as Ascendant Midas. He even sold a drum gun. But just because something isn't mythic, it doesn't mean it can't be overpowered. And that brings us on to the machine pistol. The first time people saw it, Fortnite had actually added in by accident into solid gold. And it wasn't even gold rarity. It was gray? It was only in the game for about an hour. But when it came back, it was available up to gold, and it was absolutely wild.
But it shreds at close range. Holy shoot.
With some of the highest DPS of all time.
No. It has a lot of damage, dude.
Unfortunately, Fortnite don't hang around with those kind of things, and it was nerfed pretty quickly. But that wasn't the case for the next on our list. Back in OG Fortnite, Tfue found a way to shoot enemies without them being able to hit him at all. It was insanely broken, and he used it at every opportunity, until eventually Fortnite patched it. But when Chapter 2 launched, it was running a whole new engine, and with that, saw the return of this super OP exploit back into the game. That's not the only time an update has had something in the game that shouldn't have been in. And in Season 9, someone found out a crazy glitch that let you get the Storm Scout sniper rifle way before it came out officially.
It's got an arrow on it, and it's got a mini map on it. What the heck?
It wasn't all the way until Chapter 2 Season 5 that it came out for real, almost a whole chapter later. But High Speed Futzy didn't have to wait for too long when they somehow managed to crash their car and get it stuck between two trees. It was a once-in-a-lifetime occurrence. You couldn't do it if you tried, and Fortnite found it so funny that they put it in the game permanently. Some of you might recognize this skin. Iconic. It was exclusive for the Galaxy S10 owners back in OG Fortnite, and everyone wanted it.
Oh, is that the announcement?
Yeah, what's up, baby?
What?
Look how sick. I know, right? How sick is this?
So much that some people even bought the phone just for the skin. So it won't come as a surprise that they weren't too happy when Fortnite accidentally added into the item shop for free. It was only in the shop if you were on Android, and it was only in the game for an hour. But if you somehow managed to get it, Fortnite actually let you keep it. It was awesome for those lucky few, but the OG owners weren't too happy. But that's not the only time Fortnite has upset the community. In OG Fortnite, gold scars were one of the most rare and sought after overpowered weapons in the game. So when it was removed, people were devastated. Finally, when Chapter 5 rolled out, it was looking like the scar was set to return. But when players were finally able to get into a match, it was actually the Striker AR, a different gun entirely. But that wasn't the case for Cypher BK. He had made a name for himself in Chapter 1 as the Trap King, and sadly in Chapter 2, they revolted. This was devastating for Cypher. But when the High Explosives LTM rolled out 3 seasons later, Fortnite had accidentally left old llamas in the game, and that could only mean one thing.
Ah! My goodness, dude.
Cypher was super excited, and fortunately his suspicions were right. Needless to say, he didn't hang around putting them to good use. In May 2019, Fortnite released Season 9, and in the Battle Pass, there was a skin that looked awfully familiar. A lot of people were speculating the skin was Loser Fruit, and it made sense.
What the fruit? What? That's gotta be for you.
It even had a strawberry on the shirt. Fortnite never confirmed or denied the community's suspicions, but on June 22nd, 2020, Loser Fruit got her official icon skin. So I guess you could say now she has 2 skins in the game. Winning in Fortnite is never easy, but did you know that there was actually a way to get wins completely free? All you had to do was hire an NPC, quickly dismiss them before you died, and then spectate until the end of the game. It was as easy as that. It wasn't long until Fortnite patched it, but a few chapters later, there was another even more insane glitch to get free wins again. Someone found a secret way to unlock the car before getting the medallion, and once you got it, the car was completely invincible. As long as you didn't get out of the car, you were basically guaranteed the victory royale. In Season 8, Fortnite released Thanos onto the island, and it was absolutely insane. After it was vaulted, players longed for a way to become Thanos again, and in Chapter 2, Season 6, he finally came back. Someone found a glitch on a creative map so people could become Thanos again.
Oh, we got Thanos again in Fortnite.
But unfortunately, the powers of the Infinity Gauntlet were no longer in the game. Talking about maps, do you remember the glitch to get under the OG map? It was super funny trolling people with it, but it could also be super OP. It wasn't long before Fortnite had fixed it, but in Chapter 5, Season 2, someone found out how to do it again. It worked just the same as before, and it was just as OP. In past seasons, Battle Pass items were meant to be an exclusive, so you couldn't get them any other way. But in Season 6, Fortnite messed up big time, and you could actually buy the Wild Music Pack on its own for just 200 V-Bucks? That wasn't the only time it happened either. And back in Chapter 5, Season 2, it happened again with the swim-free lobby track. Fortnite Battle Royale is famed for its cool and crazy looking skins, but Save the World has some pretty unique ones too, and Metal Team Leader is no exception. You can buy it in a pack for $19.99, and some people bought it just for the skin. So imagine how they felt when it turned up into the item shop just for 1,200 V-Bucks a while later. Fortnite can be full of surprises, and this is no exception. Not too long ago, people started reporting they were receiving the rare Psycho Bandit skin completely randomly. Nobody could figure out what was happening until this tweet from Ginger Froggy. It turns out, if you didn't start playing Fortnite until after the promotion ended, you didn't get the skin until 5 years later. Some of you OGs might remember the semi-auto sniper rifle. It was decent back in the day, but when it was brought back in OG Fortnite, they made a huge mistake. At only blue rarity, it did 101 damage to the body and 250 to the head, enough to make it one-shot headshot even in 0 builds. Needless to say, Fortnite removed it pretty fast, but nowhere near as quick as the next on our list. On the 9th of August 2024, people were hyped to see the new X-Men skins in the item shop, only for them to be removed a few minutes later. People speculated whether or not this was an accident or just a marketing gimmick, but either way, the skins officially came into the item shop just a few days later. In the early days of Fortnite, something so powerful was released onto the island, it would change the game forever. That is, if it was in the game for more than a few minutes. The Zapotron wasn't meant to be added. When Fortnite spotted their mistake, it was quickly removed, but it was insanely powerful. So when UFN launched and people found out a way to get it, players were hyped and couldn't wait to test out its capabilities. But it turned out even the Zapotron is no match for Klombo. With the release of Rocket Racing came new cosmetics, and some of them were really expensive. The Fuse Starter Quest pack contained a bunch of cool stuff and cost $9.99. Unless you were in Hungary, where the pack only costed 25 cents? Mistakes can be easily made. And next up, we have a big one. And the 4.2 Fortnite update added in the Storm Tracker, allowing lucky players to see the next 2 storm circles. Needless to say, this was pretty OP, and it was replaced by the jetpack in under 30 minutes. But a few chapters later, Fortnite actually brought this feature back with the forecast towers. Back in Chapter 2, Fortnite actually added in the prop gun, and it was everywhere. People were finding it out of chests, NPCs, even just lying around on the ground, and it was chaos. It quickly got removed only after being in the game for 1 hour, and the community was devastated. But fortunately, it was brought back in the next update. That's not the only time Fortnite has made a mistake. And in Chapter 5, Season 1, people spotted something in the item shop that seemed kinda out of place. If you scrolled all the way down, past the skins to the jam track section, and amongst the songs, there was actually the Heartbreaker skin. People were super confused about what was going on, but it turns out there was also a jam track called Heartbreaker. So I guess it was pretty easy to make that mistake. In December 2018, PlayStation released an exclusive pack containing the Prodigy skin and the Tabulator backbling. 5 years later, people on the other platforms would finally have the opportunity to buy the backbling as part of a locker bundle. Or so they thought. Even though it was pictured in the item shop, it actually wasn't part of the bundle at all. In Chapter 3, Fortnite added Columbo, and he was so cute, he immediately became a fan favorite.
So where do I stand to get redeployed? Oh, shoot! You're a legend! Whoa. Oh my god, he's so cute!
The community was devastated when he got removed, but good news, it's rumored that pets are set to return, including a baby Columbo. When you're buying this, don't forget to use code RANGER, and don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. Thank you.